Hello and welcome back to another episode of An Angel and an Alien. This is episode 27. And before we continue, here's a brief recap. Here's a shot from the tail end of Finn's birthday party. And here's Lysa and Finn just hanging out one morning. And Finn and Ruby are hanging out. Finn has some of his new friends over and performs a puppet show. Brun, Lysa, Beryl the cat and her two kittens, Crystal and Patrick are hanging out, and they have a new scheduled maid in the household. Finn does his homework and gets some help from his dad Brun. Ruby gives Beryl a hug. To help complete one of his own aspirations, Brun reads to Finn. And reads to Finn some more. And Finn spontaneously sets the table. While Ruby cooks something yummy for the family to eat. And Wendy comes around and watches a puppet display from Finn. There's a hint of the festive season in the household. Ruby practices on the piano and more hints of the festive season emerge. Brun studies his opponents hard. And a school project appears for Finn. Brun then helps him with the school project. And soon a completed school project emerges. And the twins get a new plant sim nanny. Congratulations to Brun for his promotion at work. Welcome back. So yeah, a lot has happened and yeah, quite a few sim days have passed. And we now have a Christmas tree. And various decorations in the house, and we've still got the kittens. I actually changed the settings for when they age up so that they lasted a bit longer, because they actually did age up like a few days ago, and I felt bad that you'd only seen them like being born in one episode and you would never see them again, so I thought that's not right, so I made them slow down their aging. So little Crystal there, and little Patrick down here. So it's Monday, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Ruby is at work. And Finn is at school. Finn's had a bit of a haircut change. I just did that yesterday actually, so it's only very fresh. I just thought the last one was a little bit too plain. And yeah, Brun has a day off because it's his weekend. He has Monday and Tuesdays off, but that means he has to work at the actual weekend. And he is doing an endurance run while studying his opponents, which he's now completed, so that's good, so he can stop that now. He's got a list of other things that he needs to do, like paying the bills, empty the trash on the little robotic vacuum cleaner thingy, and fill up the cat food thingy-majig. So what's gone on? Well, Finn has been pursuing his artistic aspiration, and he's almost finished it, in fact. And yeah, he's been painting lots, and he's also been using the violin. I've got a kid's violin here now. And what else to show you? A lot of rooms now have auto lights. I know I had them on that before, and then to save power, to save money for power. You know what I'm talking about. And then I turned them off again. I mean, I turned them on so that there wasn't auto lights anymore. but I put them back on again because it seems weird to me when they go to bed at night and things are still lit up. So I thought, yeah, let's put it back on. Oh look, he's home from school. Hang on, let's see what he needs to do. Let's put those walls down as well because they're annoying me. I know some people like playing with the walls on, but I'm not one of those people. I like seeing them in the background, but not in front of the camera because it's just really frustrating. I don't really like looking down on them like this, you know. So anyway, he's gone to the loo. He needs to do a lot of things, and the reason why is because when he left this morning, I was looking away for a split second and he just disappeared off to school before I had a chance to really like clean him and get him to go to the loo and feed him and all this kind of stuff. Luckily he had a packed lunch, or a sack lunch as you may call them, in his pack. So I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so anyway, let's move along. And yeah, he's going to set the table once he's cleaned himself, because that's a really good way of bringing up his character values, although his manners and responsibility are already really high. I hope that music's not too loud. It's the winter holiday music. I did a little bit of a test before I started the episode, and it seemed I could have it quite loud without it ruining the episode. So hopefully you can hear it and you can still hear me talking as well. That would be cool. So one thing I wanted to do with this episode is that Finn has joined a club. He's joined a club called the Home Study Squad. And actually there were a few more kids in the Home Study Squad, but then they aged up to teen life stage. So there's only a couple of them left, but he would like to have a gathering. And basically what they do is do homework, use the science table, kind of are friendly to each other, and they like playing chess as well, and they're not allowed to be mean to each other, which is quite nice. You know, very well behaved, kind of mental focused kids club. I haven't actually listened to this channel before. I'm sure it's been on for like ages, but yeah. So this guy Gerhard Faust is working on the science table. What's the other chap doing? Where's he gone? I didn't see. I don't know where he is actually. He's somewhere. Ah, he's playing chess. What a surprise. So yeah, once he's finished setting the table, he can go interact with the club. Actually, who's the leader of the club now? Okay, it's that guy, Gerald. It was another chap, but then he aged up to teen, so he couldn't do it anymore. He was auto-kicked out. So, one thing I also want to talk about in this episode is the character values that came along with parenthood. And these actually can influence the personality of your sim and change what it does during its day and alter it, you know, for the rest of its life. Because if you get the meter on here up to the top of green, like in this darker green patch up at the end, it gives you a trait, and in this case the trait for manners is good manners, and it allows you to do things like a polite introduction when you first meet a sim, which is good. It starts a relationship off a bit better. And other traits that you can get from different character values. And for example, Ruby has them all. I think I mentioned before. She was a very good child, and she worked through her character values, but there's a bit of a trick to them. And I've seen some people in some Let's Plays Oh look, he's already playing chess, that's cool. Some people in some Let's Plays are a bit annoyed or frustrated by them, but basically the different things that you can do will influence it. So for example, if he's setting the table, it will improve his manners, but also the parent or the care dependent, you know what I mean, the person who's in place of the parent can influence them as well. So they can, just by encouraging the child with that character value, they can gain extra amounts of that character value as well. And manners and responsibility are two quite easy ones to fill up to the top of green. And there's a little request that comes up every now and then. Every now and then a child will go up to their parent and ask a question, and there's like a multiple choice set of answers that you can choose from, and it usually tells you which character values are affected by your choices, but it isn't all fully revealed at first. Your adult sim has to gain more parenting skill to be able to see what is affected. So for example, one choice might lower empathy but increase conflict resolution, so you have to kind of make a bit of a tough choice which one you want to choose. I don't have that multiple choice thing up right now, so I can't show you what I mean. It would be really cool if it did pop up, but because manners and responsibility are quite easy to maximize, to fill up, you can use them a bit like a currency for the other ones. So when a choice comes up that says it will increase emotional control but decrease manners, go for it, because emotional control is harder to get up. It's not as hard as I think conflict resolution, empathy, from what I remember from a few months ago when I was last raising kids in The Sims. So in that case you can take some off manners off, add it to emotional control, and then it's easy to fill manners back up again. So you can use manners and responsibility basically as a currency, like money, to buy the other character values, because you know you can always replenish those. I don't think that's the greatest tip on the planet, but I just thought it's a little tip that I wanted to pass on, and hopefully it will help some of you, or maybe not. But yeah, emotional control is helped by writing in their journals, so I strongly suggest you get a journal. He has one, and if we just write in the journal now, he will probably start working on it, and it will increase his emotional control character value. And the idea is that instead of throwing a tantrum or crying or something like that, he's working through his issues by writing in his journal, which unfortunately is clipping with the plate on the table, but anyway. And so this means that he's less likely to be uncontrolled in his emotions. So the more, if it goes further in that direction, he'll be more uncontrolled, and that can stay on for the rest of his life and influence his interactions with other Sims, as I know very well from my own childhood. Yeah, so right. Ruby's just come home and she's got a raise. That's great, because I think in the last episode or the one before that she got the top of the science career, and now she's only getting raises if she does good work, which is good. It's been, you know, more money to pay the bills and buy more stuff for them, because I'd still like them to have a hot tub and stuff like that. But she's in desperate need of some fun, so I think we're going to go for something we haven't done in a little while. We're going to go for a closet woohoo. And let me just cancel what he was doing there. So hopefully they can take care of that while he's writing his journal. Anyhow, so I'm just gonna have a sip of coffee. So what else can I talk about? One thing is Lila and Lysa, they have maxed their skills. And I know I said in the last episode, I think it was, that they didn't have very long until they aged up. It was 6 days in the last episode. I adjusted the length that they stayed in the toddler life stage, so they stayed there longer. And it was about 10 days, and now 4 of those have gone, so it's getting close again. But to be honest, I'm a little bored with them now. And, you know, because they've gained all the skills they need, and they're pretty good at taking care of themselves, I thought that it would be good to age them up. Will I do that this episode? I'm not sure. Maybe I will. What do you think? Maybe I will. I don't know. So yeah, they're having fun in the closet, as you do. And hang on, how's the home study squad going? Did he do his homework? He hasn't done his homework yet. I'm having a bit of a problem trying to get them to do homework at the same time. I think it's because he has a different interaction name for it. Yeah, he's got the breeze through homework option now, because he's got a bit higher mental skill, and I think when you select that, they don't all do it. It's a bit strange, but it seems to be the case. I'm hoping he's about to do his homework. We shall see. This guy's not doing it. Maybe it's because he's, you know, stuck in a very long interaction with the science table. I'm not sure. Oh, Finn is going through a phase. He will pick up an instrument any chance he gets, yell often, and turn all radios up to 11. Okay. But what about his homework? So he's not doing his homework. Not good. Okay. This is like deja vu. Haven't we already done this? Why? First of all, why did you have to go all the way back to the chess table? Very strange. I see though he's also got a new school project, so we'll have to get onto that as well. So it looks like he's doing his homework now, but yet again, the others in the club aren't, even though I told them to do it together. Oh well. And Ruby and Brun, you would have thought they had already had enough of that kind of stuff, but apparently not. They're going to keep going for it. Where are they going now? Oh no, she's going to the loo. He's going to have something to eat. What a surprise. Oh look, dude, you don't need to eat. You're not hungry. Ah, it's terrible. It's because he's a glutton. He just eats and eats and eats. And what, now he's just going to leave it on the floor? That's disgusting. Put it in the fridge, at least. Oh, so what's he going to talk to this guy about? I don't know, just have a chat with him for some reason. Yeah, not much going on right now. Toddlers are asleep. I've actually kind of slightly forgotten about them since I started recording this episode, so I hope they're okay, but they look okay. So yeah, he needs something to eat, but there's time left, and so does she. Actually, why don't we do it now? Well, she needs to go to the loo. Let's go to the loo, and then make them grab something to eat, like shepherd's pie sounds good. You can do that too, hopefully, if it actually registers the fact that I've clicked on it. Has he finished his homework? No, he hasn't. One of these kids I know, one of these Sims has to help with homework. Which one is it? It's not her. Hopefully this will work for him. yeah, he also needs to set up his school project. I wonder if he can get his club to help him out with that. That would be cool. So yeah, there's space down here, as you know from the recap. What's he got? Mental level 8. He really is getting smarter every day, literally every day. So definitely careful working. So luckily there's been no major deaths in the town this time. I mean, there has actually been some deaths. The population has risen to something like 220 Sims now. That includes non-played Sims, let me just point out. And so that's why I've introduced this one-child policy that I think I mentioned in my last episode. And I'm hoping that that will bring down the numbers, but it's a bit sad when families can only have one kid. What are they doing? Okay, she's doing some kind of robot dance. As you do. But yeah, no major deaths, as in no close relatives. But there has been some deaths, like more than normal. And so I'm just a little concerned. I've got to say, I'm a little concerned. But we'll just have to see what happens. I wonder if he can get... No, he can't get his club to help with it. Anyway, he's finished his homework and the club has done a few things, so let's end the gathering. And Brian can come and help him with the project, which should help out his aspiration. Hopefully that's going to work. Ruby is a little tired. What's happening over here? Lysa is angry. It's quite late in the evening. It seems like it's too late in the day, and you know, it would make the episode too long if I was to age them up in this episode. But I think what I'll do is that I'll start the next episode straight after this and age them up in that one. So that will hopefully mean that it won't be very long for you to wait to see it. Maybe only a couple of days max. We'll see. I'm not very regular with my episode making at the moment. I'm just basically taking it as it comes, you know. See how I feel each day. Maybe I can make another episode. And yeah, with Christmas coming up, I've noticed that views are a bit down on both speed builds and let's plays, so I think people are just busy with their lives, you know. And you notice it when you've got you know, a few hundred subscribers. If there's something going on that's distracting people from watching, then yeah, you just don't get very many views at all. But yeah, it's just the way it is. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how many of you are sticking around to keep watching it, and because of that, I am keeping on making it. But yeah, I really like it when you leave comments, so please leave a comment, because you know, if you've seen my comment section, you know that I love replying, and I don't just reply with thanks. I reply usually substantially, and if you like that, then I hope that you will leave a comment so I can send you a nice reply. And yeah, I'm a pretty genuine guy, and I don't have any kind of hidden motives or anything like that, so I'll just say what I think, which is, you know, how appreciative I am for your comment and anything nice you have to say. You know, just genuinely appreciate the appreciation of the let's plays. Anyway, how about you just shut up, Ash, and continue on? Okay, good idea. So yeah, Ruby likes hanging out with her toddlers, but she's also a little bit bored with them being toddlers. Do we have to have a party for them to age up? How about we just do it now? Okay, let's pause it because we don't want it to become midnight yet. It's not registering my click. Hang on, let me just check my mouse. I think it's a cat hair problem, something like that. So, how about we do the aging up now? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. We're gonna do it. Hang on, I'm just checking. Yeah, he's still around. Why is he still there? Actually, let me just make him disappear. Make the sim leave. Okay, good. He'll be going soon. It's a bit strange that he's still hanging around. So I need 2 cakes. Do I? Or do I just make master controller age them up? No, I'll do the cake method. Right. Cakes. Lots of cakes, please. Ruby. In fact, let me just check how long we've been watching this for. Okay, yeah. 25 minutes already. So I'll make the cakes and then you can cut to the completed cakes. Anyway, see you soon. Okay, you know what? I think probably it's too much of a rush to make them age up now. So I think what we'll do is we'll do that in the next episode, and we'll just finish this one up. Ruby's actually still making the cakes. Hopefully I can stick them into the fridge and use them tomorrow. There's been a marriage. One of my Sims, one of my other Sims in the town has married another one. And actually, I had these Sims that were supposed to be like plant Sims, or descendants of plant Sims, and I've just recently updated them because they used to just have green hair, but now they've got green hair and green skin. So this is one of them. Her name's Aranda, and she's married this lady called Nahia, and it's kind of cool. But to be honest, we don't need any more babies, but there's still quite a lot of Sims that have aged up recently. So I think it's going to take a long time for my population to go down again. But it's going to happen. It will happen eventually, and then soon I'll be complaining that there's not enough Sims in the town anymore. So yeah, they're helping out. He's helping out. Brunner's helping out with Finn's project. And have I got the walls up again? I must do. And Beryl was making little love hearts, so probably she wants to have more kittens. I was just thinking maybe I should make the kittens age up. Because they don't really do much, they just kind of just sit around. Oh look, he's finished the project already. Very good. I love these projects so much. They, as well as being cool to make, they're cool to have on display. Oh, why can't I go upstairs? Right. And I have one up on display here. And I'll be looking forward to finding a place to stick this new one. I will find a place, don't you worry, I'll find a place. I'm thinking maybe somewhere over here. But yeah, should be fun. So, we had a recap. We saw a bit of parenthood, character value info stuff. We had a club gathering with the home study squad. And we talked about the toddlers finally aging up. And we'll be doing that in the next episode. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And I hope you'll come back for another one. And I appreciated you watching, and I'd love it if you left a comment, as I mentioned already. Take care, and goodbye.